All right, hey, we're back, and I am holding the actual shield from Captain America: First Avenger, held by Chris Evans. It's got all the autographs from the cast and crew. It's pretty sweet. We got an Iron Man behind us here, you know, and over here we have the sports car from the first Iron Man. Obviously, screenshots back there where he crashed and broke it, and fell on it from the failed flight test. So yeah, it's very, very cool.
Stan Lee's signature right there.
Nice.
Tom Hiddleston, Loki right here.
Wow.
Chris Evans, Captain America himself. Samuel L. Jackson right there. Sebastian Stan, which is Bucky.
Yeah.
Clark Gregg, Agent Coulson.
Wow.
And Anthony Mackie, the Falcon.
Oh, sweet.
Every signature is accompanied with a photo over here that has the actual people, the celebrities signing the shield.
Joss Whedon's over
Joss
there.
Whedon?
Yeah.
And we'll show you Joss Whedon's signature right there.
Nice.
Right there.
That's very cool. Wow. Very
The
cool.
Shelby Cobra used in the first Iron Man movie where Robert Downey Jr. falls down through his own house and smashes the car. 1965 Shelby Cobra.
That is awesome. That's awesome.
We're at the Hall of Heroes Superhero Museum. We're in Elkhart, Indiana, about 2.5 hours from here, and by South Bend, Indiana. We're a huge museum, 60,000 comic books in the library, 100 pieces of original artwork. We have Adam West's original Batman costume on display. Also, Sheldon shirt from Big Bang Theory, his Green Lantern shirt.
Nice.
We have about 50 Golden Age comic books up on the wall on display, and we have every single Marvel superhero on display of all the first appearances.
I think there's a trip in our future going. That's awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. You know, we've got the first ever superhero toy, the rare Superman wooden doll from 1939.
Wow.
There's only about 15 to 20 of those that exist today. We're one of only 2 museums that has one.
That's insane.
The Captain Marvel, Kira statues. We have, the mint box one. We actually acquired that on the Toy Hunter last year on the Travel Channel.
Okay,
They filmed an episode. That's what we got on that show.
Wow.
The second superhero toy is the 1940 Superman tin airplane. One of the really rare toys is the Superman tin tank you see right here. We just got that earlier this spring. In 35 years of collecting, that's how long it took me to collect the largest collection. That was, I've only seen one other time in 35 years of collecting.
Yeah.
That's how rare this thing is.
Wow.
And to find one that works, and it does, and actually still has the original cloth cape still with it.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
This is the rarest Superman comic book. Depicts Superman as a racist. Make sure you get a good shot of that. And it says, Superman says you can slap a jab.
And with war bonds.
This is the rarest Superman comic book. In fact, you can ask any dealer here.
Yeah.
I guarantee you there's not another
I was
one in
going
the
to say,
world.
do you think they got pulled from like shelves
Well, it's
later
just-
on?
it's just-
because of the...
Well, because Superman's such an iconic character. I mean,
Right.
he is, good in everyone.
Yeah.
For him to be depicted as a racist is so just backwards.
Yeah.
It's so wrong, so backwards. So, I mean, this comic book's the only time it's ever happened.
Yeah.
And the comic book obviously came out right after Pearl Harbor.
Right.
The one we have, I spent 10 years trying to find one.
Wow.
I mean, I had at least a half a dozen opportunities in that time to buy an action one.
Right.
If I had $1 million.
Yeah.
But this one here took 10 years to find. The one we own, we got last summer, and it's actually the 3rd best known copy.
Wow.
So it's like one of the, there's only 2 that are better than this one. So we got that. Another book that spent several years looking for, and I just picked this up this morning here at the show.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
First Robin, 3rd rarest Batman comic book, because you got obviously Detective 27.
Yeah.
Then you have Batman 1.
Yeah.
Then the Detective 38 is next. First Robin.
Right.
This one I've looked for I owned one 20 years ago. Book was brittle, couldn't get it restored, so then I just ended up dumping the book.
Right.
And I've been wanting to replace it ever since.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to get one last year. I got outbid by the Library of Congress. Well, it's really weird because Library of Congress and our museum were the only 2 organizations preserving the actual books.
Yeah.
A lot of places doing it digitally, but I mean, they actually have the real pieces of history, just us and the Library of Congress.
Right.
Of course, they have bigger budgets than we
Right.
do. So
Totally.
yeah, it's funny. We've kind of bid against them on things before, but just picked this up this morning, and just very excited about it. This one has more personal reasons for me. than the other books. The reason for it is I actually auditioned to be Robin in the 90s in the Batman movies.
Oh, wow.
I was one of the 5
you have
finalists.
you have a little connection to
I
it.
made it to the final 5.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this was a very personal one for me to get. So I'm very excited.
Yeah.
In fact, when we're done today, we're going out drinking to celebrate because I'm
first
very
time,
excited
yeah.
about that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really cool. You know?
that's a great reason to celebrate. That's-
It's really awesome.
Thank you very much.
Oh, absolutely.
That was awesome.
No, you guys
very
definitely need
informative.
to come see the museum.
We
'cause the museum
plan on
will
it.
put- If you think our display is cool, our museum will knock your socks off.
Yeah, no,
It is really awesome.
We're definitely doing a trip
Yeah.
to Indiana.
Cool, absolutely. Well, hey, thanks for coming out, guys.
All right, so here's the photo of all the cast and crew signing it. We got Stanley, Agent Coulson. Clark Gregg is his real name. Joss Whedon. Yep.
From 2.
Crossbones in Civil War coming up. Got Chris Evans next to Stan Lee. And of course, the man coming Hateful Eight, Sam Jackson, Nick Fury. That about does it here. Get one more shot of this Iron Man. This is sexy Iron Man here. Look at this, life size. That's like what, 6.5 feet tall?
It was taller than me, yes.
Hall of Heroes